Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
What's going on with you, champ?
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I appreciate you allowing me to talk to you.
Man, no, I appreciate you giving me the time, man. You know,
No problem at all.
Listen, man, your last couple of outings, man, been spectacular to say the least.
Hey, that really means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, it's going viral, man. How it feel?
It feels good, man. You know, it's just the whole team. We've been working really hard in the gym, and I'm just glad the hard work's starting to pay off, man. And I appreciate my church praying over me every single time before I leave, and just making sure just everything falls in place, man. Everything's going great, man. But it's a big team effort. We all playing our part.
That's what's up. And before we get into it, man, just let the people know who I'm talking to and introduce yourself, man.
My name is Money Powell IV, and I just had my 10th professional fight. I'm 10-0 with 6 KOs, and I'm just working hard, man, to be the best fighter I could possibly be, man.
Man, that's what's up, man. So you had the 168 super middleweight division. There's a lot of things going on in that division these days, man. We got Caleb Plant, we got David Benavidez, we got Anthony Durrell, man. I just did an interview with Damon Nicholson the other day. What do you think about that division?
Well, actually, right now I'm still at 160. I still can make that weight pretty comfortably, but
okay.
Since I'm not in title contention or anything, or really high up there yet in the rankings, I just haven't fought at the championship weight. But when the time comes, I can still make the weight. But in a few years when I'm up there and it's my time to finally start challenging for a title, if I still can make 160, then I'll stay right there. But if I feel like my body will be more comfortable at 68, I'll do just fine. But either way, I think both the divisions, the middleweight and super division, is stacked with a lot of talent, man. And I feel like this is a great era to be in the either middle or super middleweight division, because it has so many great fighters. So when you come out on top, you really know that you're a star. Absolutely, man. And in the 160-pound division, man, we got a mega fight coming up next weekend, man. We got Canelo Jacobs. How you see that playing out? I feel that if Jacobs wants to win a fight, he's gonna have to make sure that he stays on his P's and Q's and boxes. I think him using his height and reach is gonna give Canelo some problems. I just feel like as long as Jacob sticks to the game plan, he can win. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for our countrymen. A lot of times I feel like guys in other countries, they really root for their guys all the time. But I just feel like here back at home, we seem to be kind of split in between. But anytime if it's a guy challenging for a belt and he's from here, man, I'm always rooting for him. Absolutely. And I just think his best bet is to box early and to try to use his feet. But if he feels like he's strong enough to take Canelo's punches, and if he feels like he's stronger than him, then I know Jacobs isn't afraid to mix it up either. He really surprised me when I saw him fight Peter Quillen, because he has power too, man. And if he can touch Canelo with something and jump right on him, he's known for throwing like a lot of flurry. So we'll see what happens, though. Canelo, everybody knows Canelo, man. He's super sharp, he's fast, he's strong. It's really just what is Jacobs gonna do.
Right. And now, how would you see? Now, you continue with all these highlight knockouts, man. You're gonna be scaring dudes away, man. How you see yourself matching up with these dudes? And you think that when the time comes, you think that they'll be willing to take those fights?
I feel like I'm gonna do just perfectly fine. I have 110% confidence in my team, and I know with my coach he always comes up with a great game plan for whoever we have to fight, and I trust in him so much to the point that, man, wherever he says, I'm gonna follow it to a T. And I feel like I could do just fine with those guys. If they told me I had to face one of the belt holders my next fight, I'll be ready. I'm confident in my team. But when the time comes, I feel like everything's gonna play out smoothly.
Right.
Like I said, I got a great team behind me, and I work really hard in the gym, so I'll be ready.
Now, if you was to match up with one of these guys at the 160-pound, man, the 60-pound, 68-pound, man, it's stacked. You know, you got Demetrius Andrade, you got Jermall Charlo, you got Canelo Jacobs. Obviously, that's a big fight. Mm-hmm. So, how do you see yourself matching up? Who do you think would be your toughest challenge out of those four?
That's kind of hard because they all got completely different styles. You know, I'm shared the ring with Jermall. He's a great fighter. Because I was in his training camp for the Hugo Centeno fight, and he's a great fighter, man. Jermall is very strong. He's got a great jab. He's smart. Demetrius Andrade is really, really slick southpaw, long. Canelo's real sharp too. I don't know. To be honest, the best thing I say I could do is I'm pretty good at adjusting to guys, and just when the bell rings, we got a game plan, but it really changes when you actually start throwing punches and stuff in there. But I feel like I'd be perfectly fine with adapting to whoever they have me in the ring with. Either of those guys, I feel like I do just fine, really good.
Now, I asked Deontay Wilder before, man, because he got that brutal knockout power, and we seen you putting it on display. And I asked him, I said, what do it feel like, when you put it on display, man? Because I know for us as fans, just sitting on the outside looking in, it just looked like wow, So how does it feel to you when you do it?
Yeah.
When it goes viral and you look at it and it's you, it's one thing for us to look at it as a fan, but how does it feel for you when it's going viral to look at yourself and that's you in there doing it?
Yeah, well, man, it's a really big blessing, man. And I just when I see stuff like that, it's good to know, that my hard work and everything is people are starting to pay attention to it. But I try not to get too caught up in just watching those videos and stuff like that, because I always got to remind myself that, I'm still really early in my career, and there's still I'm still climbing that mountain, trying to get to the top of it. So I'm happy when I see that stuff, but I also have to, remember that, okay, Money, you did good, but now it's time to take that and just move it to the side, and we got to focus on getting better every single fight. So I try not to get too caught up in that, in the social media and everything. Like I said, I love the support that people give me, but, me personally, to myself, I have to make sure I stay grounded at all times, man, because I'm not trying to get caught up in anything to where my head gets too big, to where I feel like I'm untouchable, because I put my socks on just like the next man. So I just have to make sure, I keep working hard, keep giving 110%, listening to my coach and my team, and just make sure I keep doing what I've been doing, but just do it a little bit better every single time so I can get the same results, if not better.
Now we see guys like Devin Haney. I always like to say this. I say the sport of boxing is in great hands, man. We got yourself coming up. We got Devin Haney. In all different divisions, we got young up and coming stars that's rising. But we see Devin Haney. He don't like to be referred to as a prospect. He says he's a contender. How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as a rising star prospect or a rising star contender?
I feel like I'm still in the early stages, prospect or anything. I don't get upset with any title anybody gives me. At the end of the day, I need to prove to myself by getting the fights, moving up the ladder, to know, okay, I'm supposed to be here when I get to the top. Some guys, they want to go the faster route. For me personally, I like doing it more old school, working my way up the ladder, fighting the journeymen, fighting the gatekeepers, fighting the guys that challenge for the world titles, but then make it and then fighting the champions. Because once I get up to that level, okay, I'm like, I know I'm supposed to be here because I fought everybody that I was supposed to fight to get here. And I'm not in any rush, man. I know my career's in good hands with the team I have around me. And but like I said, even though I'm early in my career, I'm confident in what I can do. So, you know, whatever challenges come my way, I'm gonna be 110% prepared. And I still have a long time to be in this sport, so I'm just taking my time running the marathon. I'm gonna get to the top. I know I will.
And that brings me to my next question. I was just about to get to that because I asked Shakur Stevenson the other day about, you know, this fight with Christopher Diaz, and Bob Arum and his team didn't want that fight yet. They felt like it was moving too fast, but he said that he wanted that fight. And obviously we see Teofimo Lopez consistently call out Vasyl Lomachenko. You know, it feels like today's time everybody wants to, you know, just jump right up to the top. Nobody wants to be patient, man. So you don't see yourself doing that.
No, and I don't. And you know, to each fighter their own. You know, some guys want to go to the top fast, and that's what you want to do. Then, you know, go ahead. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with, you know, somebody calling out a champion, even if they don't have a title. I mean, we all in this sport to become a champion, and you know, you got to believe in yourself. And if you want to take the faster route, then hey, more power to you. Go ahead and do it. But to me personally, I just rather, like I said, build myself. So when I get up there, I know 100% I'm supposed to be there, man. I just feel like once you get to that elite level, once you get the belt, you know, and you get up there, there's no okay, I still need to develop something. So you're a champion now. There's no more developing. It's time to take on the biggest challenges that come your way.
Right.
And I just want to make sure when I get to that point, I'm 110% prepared. I need the right fights with the right guys so I can be the champion that I want to be, a very strong champion. I don't want to be a champion that when I get up there, I'm like, well, I haven't fought this type of style yet or this type of guy yet. You know, I kind of went from fighting these guys, and it's like walking up a flight of stairs and say you're not taking one or two steps. You going one step and jumping 4 steps and jumping 5 steps. You know what I mean? It's kind of like skipping grades.
Right.
And I want to make sure to go through every single grade and learn the material I need to know. So to take that final test and graduate, 110% prepared. I learned everything I needed to learn before I got here.
Now, you're a pretty big 160 pounder, right? What is your diet like? What is your everyday, you know, regiment to keep yourself to, like you said, you comfortably make 160. And if you comfortably make 160, I'm pretty sure if you push yourself, you can make 54. What is your regimen like, you know, to keep you in and around that weight in between fights? Because we see just earlier, Marcos Maidana said he can't do it. He was trying to make a comeback. He just said he can't do it. And we see a lot of fighters balloon up in between weight. What is your discipline like? What is your regimen like to keep you, you know, grounded and to keep you close to your weight?
The biggest thing you got to do is just staying in the gym. A lot of times the reason why guys start getting so big is because of the amount of time they take when they take a break. And I feel like, you know, everybody needs to, you know, to rest your body. But if you're gonna take a break, I feel like you should still at least, you know, run some, do something, shadow box for a couple rounds, low impact in your body. Your body doesn't go into complete just rest mode, because with fighters, our metabolism is so used to working really fast and is burning up the food they're eating so it can, you know, give us the nutrients we need to work out. So when you just chilling, your body's gonna be like, okay, you're all right now. I can grow some because you're not doing nothing with what you put in the body. So, and fighters tend to gain a lot of weight, like I said, because of metabolism moving so fast. When you not doing anything for a month, 2 months, 3 months, then your body really start holding on to all that excess weight. Because, I mean, you're going from a time of, I mean, we literally cutting weight like our whole lives for the most part when you fight. And then when you start doing that, then you're going to balloon up. So I make sure I stay in the gym always. I mean, I'm already back in the gym. I was a little last week, but the longest break I've ever taken in my career, even when I was saying, like, I feel like I can make 60 for a while longer because I walk around between 175 to 178. So I'm only cut like 15 pounds. And that's not that much anyway. 15, 18. That's not that bad. I mean, you know, I feel like you really put a strain on your body when these guys are starting to cut like 25, 30 pounds. That's when you really start. Because when you have the time, especially when they give you like a 2-month notice, 3-month notice, that's plenty of time to cut healthy. I feel like healthy 20 pounds. But when you start getting over that, 25, 30, now you're starting to do something to yourself. I personally feel like, I mean, you have to have a very, very strict diet and can't afford to go outside of it.
Right. Now let me ask you, how did you get in the sport of boxing, and who is your favorite fighters in the sport of boxing, past or present?
I got into the sport actually from playing around with Dad, just slap boxing with him when I was a lot younger. I might have been like 5, 6 maybe. I was really young, but Dad was in the military, so he moved a lot. So I couldn't really get into it like I wanted to. I really wanted to join the gym, but we were moving a lot, and we moved to Germany. And over there, I couldn't box, so I just played, you know, the sports that most kids play: football, basketball, ran track, soccer, and stuff like that. But when we finally moved back here to Fort Benning in 2011, and that's when I finally got a chance to join a gym. And, you know, it all went from there. But the guy that really inspired me to do it, like my favorite fighter of all time, is Roy Jones, man. Just, man, I feel like he's the reason why a lot of people started boxing too. I feel like, because it's like watching a superhero in the ring, man. Stuff he did, he really was like untouchable, man. Especially to me. I mean, and then I got to meet Roy. We went to a gym a couple times to spar and stuff, man. It was like meeting a superhero, man. Just growing up watching him, man. It was a great experience. He's a real cool dude, man. Laid back guy, and I love being around people like that.
And Roy's from Florida, Pensacola.
Yeah, Pensacola. Yep, Pensacola. It's like 3.5 hours from us. We go down there every once in a while to get some work with some of his guys.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad at all. Who's your top 5 right now, pound for pound fighters?
Oh man, let me see. Top five. Man. Okay, it's kind of hard. Cause I like so many, and some of them I kind of have like tied in the same spot.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna be kind of biased with this one, but I'm just saying it because I feel like he's a living legend. Manny Pacquiao, you know, 8 division world champion, and for him to still be a champion in this era with all these young lions, that's a really big statement. I feel like another guy on that list should be obviously Terrence Crawford. Another one would probably be Canelo. I put Canelo on there too. Errol Spence. And maybe Gennady. Maybe Gennady too. 'Cause I really like Gennady.
Okay.
I really like the way he fights too. I'm trying to think somebody else too. I think I'll just go with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me ask you, how many training camps and who's the you know the most recognizable figure in boxing today, training camp that you've been participating in?
Probably Jermall Charlo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been Jermall. When we went out there to Houston last year, he gave me. I worked with him for like how many weeks were we out there? I forgot. Maybe it might have been like 5 or 6. But we sparred a lot of rounds, like 60 rounds. I did a lot of work with him. Yeah, because we was out there for a long time. I was helping him get ready for that. Centino fight.
Mm-hmm.
And sparring with Jermall, man, he really helped me step my game up even more. Being in there with a guy like that and being able to see, you know, how well I do with a guy like that, man. He helped me build my confidence, and he showed me, you know, different tricks, and not only physical stuff with the mental aspect of being on that level and stuff like that. It's good to be around world champions, man, because it helps young fighters grow. I really do believe surrounding yourself with people that are already successful or in places that you want to go to is key to success. But there's been other guys that don't have as big a name as Jermall that have helped me out, man. I feel like everybody I share the ring with, sparring, even guys that are green, man, even guys that I'm helping get better, it's completely different styles. Right. And I'm a really open-minded guy, man. If I see a 10-year-old boy, a J.O., if I see him in an amateur fight and he does a really nice move, there's no shame. I'd ask him, like, how do you just do that? I feel like that's how you grow as a fighter. You have to constantly be open-minded. And the day you think it all is the day you just put a ceiling on yourself and you're not going to grow anymore. I mean, I could be 100 years old and I'm still willing to learn. That's how you become wise, learning, listening. You can't be the teacher if you're not the master listener, Right.
And so let me ask you, so do you when you sparring a guy like Jermall Charlo, who you guys are in the same weight division, do you guys show everything you have because it's a possibility you cross paths later on? Or do you keep some in the holster, so to speak?
Well, when we was working with each other, it was really good work. Everybody, I guess, sparring is always different than fighting. Two guys can have a really, really hard sparring session and it could look like fireworks in the sparring, but then in the fight, it could be completely different, So, it was always great work with Jermall, man. I mean, he always pushed me, and man, it was really good work. He was definitely a key figure in helping me grow, especially in the past year, because I've only been pro 2 years, but just a few weeks we were out there, I felt like I got like a year's worth of work with him, man, in just a few weeks. Because, like I said, he's been on that level. He's been around for a long time. He's older than me and helping me grow. And whether we ever cross paths or not, I don't know. Because I'm younger than him, and we already in the same weight class. So I might end up outgrowing him. I might not. I don't know. Time will tell. But what I do have to thank him, man, for allowing us to come out there and him giving me that grade A work, man, because he really helped me grow. Right.
Now let me ask you, if you could describe your style to people who haven't seen you fight, how would you describe your style to them?
I'm a boxer, puncher, just set my shots up off boxing, adjusting to what the opponent does. I like to keep my jab out there at all times because I feel like the jab really sets stuff up. And when I feel like I got a guy in trouble, then I'm going to go get him. I'm always in there trying to lay my hands on them as much as possible. If the first one don't get you and the second one don't get you, it's like, it's like I'm like a buffet, man. I'll just keep serving food all day until you get full. I'm going to just keep trying to touch you until it finally goes down, man. So, I got my team. Like I say, I know I say that a lot, but I'm a guy that doesn't. I never take all the credit for what I do, man, because this is a team effort, man. When I'm in that ring fighting, it's not just me. It's all the great energy my team's giving, my family's giving me, the Lord is giving me, man. And all that's in me at the same time of fighting. It's not just me in there.
That's what's up. So listen, man, I'm gonna let you go, man. I appreciate you giving me your time, man. I'm excited to see where your career goes, man. Let the people know any last words, your fans out there, where they can find you, and just break it down for them.
Hey, well, I'd like to really appreciate you allowing me to speak with you today, and you guys can follow me on Instagram at MoneyPower4th, and on Facebook, my name is Silver Powell. Facebook won't allow my name to be Money for some reason, but there's like I had created just a fan page, like a business page on there. But if you want like my personal page, then it's Silver Powell. But that business page that's Money Powell. But you can follow me on there and just just keep on just spreading the love, man, and sending me all the great support, and I'm gonna keep taking care of business, man.
Oh man, I appreciate you, man, 1,000%, man. I can't wait, man. I'm a fan myself, so I know I'm supposed to be cut it down the middle, but I'm a fan myself, man. So keep up the great work, man. I appreciate you 1,000%, man.
Thank you so much, man. I'm going to keep working hard. Don't worry. I'm going to give it all I got.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can't wait, man. I appreciate you.
Hey, well, you have a great day and be safe. God bless, man. Thank
All
you.
right. You too. Peace and blessings. All right.
Bye-bye.
Blue Blood Sport TV, baby, from the Empress. Much love.